Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Hope you are all well. Today we are going to get into another beat, and initially I'm going to show you how to build your own drum kit on Maschine. So I've got a load of sounds and stuff all here ready for us to preview. So what I'll normally do is just start off with the kicks, and usually I'm after like 2 or 3, but initially I'll just get 1 and then I'll move on to the snare and hi-hats, all other kind of stuff like that, all different extra bits of percussion that you can add on. And this can, if you want that signature sound as well, where people go, that's that guy's snare, that's that guy's kick drum, like this is how you get started with that. So then you can just always go back and we'll preset effects and stuff like that as well. So we'll show you how to all do that as well. So do like that. We'll start with that one. So that's that aside. So we just drag and drop. So next we'll move on to some snares, which are down here. Yeah, like that. So that's what I'll do as well. I'll check my kick, check my snare, and see if those two sound pretty good. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Right, we'll go back up to hi-hats. Fire that one in. So go back to kicks. So now we're looking for sub kicks. I've done a video on sub kicks earlier, you can check that out as well. But adding a second kick and hiding that behind your main kick drum, just to give you that extra bit of girthiness in your percussion. So yeah, that's another kick added. Another thing you can get into as well is having a set way in which you load your percussion. So what some people do is they'll make all these kicks, they'll make all these snares, they'll make all these hi-hats, and then just add extra, like all the little kind of bells, and maybe not bells and whistles, but you get what I mean, all the wee extra bits of percussion, shakers, tambourines, things like that, rim shots, you can maybe add them on the end. I generally work by the first 4 are going to be my main, or the first 3 are going to be my main. So my main is going to be a kick, a snare, and a hi-hat. No particular reason why, it's just the way I've always done it. So yeah, we're going to continue on and add more percussion elements to this kit. So we've got a nice little open hi-hat there. So add that in. And we've got some extra bits of percussion. So yeah, we've got a few extra pieces in there, enough to be getting started with anyway. And yeah, so initially what you would do is, if you say, right, I like all these sounds, I will use these all again, all you're going to do is right click on your group that everything is signed to and save as, and we'll call this Chad's kit. And boom. And so the next time you wanted to use this, you would come into, where are we? All sounds, we get off kits because we're on just kits there. And there we go, Chad's kit. So I've got another couple ones in there as well. One of the machine stock kits that I've added. I'll show you that one. So that one has everything pre. You can hear there's effects, there's the reverb, delay, filter on that. So yeah, but for the purposes of this video, we're going to delete that and go with what we've just saved. We have a sample already loaded in as well, so we're going to go through and just show you how we make the beat and then go into a wee bit more detail. What we're going to do today as well is we're going to show you the intro, how you start a beat, how you get the middle part, like the main bones of the beat, put a chorus in there, and basically finish the beat is what we're going to do. So let's give it a go. Let's show the sample first. Yeah, so let's give that a go. Stick a loop on. We will hit record. Just to get the length of this, we'll make this 2 bars, I think. So this is going to be the intro to the beat. This might turn into the chorus. This is the first time I've used this sample, so we're just going to give it a go. Let's give it a quantize. Sounding good. Let's get some drums in there. Right, we'll start with our hi-hat. A couple of these aren't quite sitting right, but I don't want to majorly change them, so what I'll do is I'll highlight the ones I want to change. I'll hold control on my keyboard and slightly slide these over. So that's where you can fine tune the position of your percussion. Fixed velocity. So yeah, another thing I like to do is you'll see this at the bottom here where my hi-hats are different in the velocity. So I've changed off of fixed velocity because if I just do this everything's going to be to its maximum volume. I like the hi-hat to have a little bounce to it. Just makes it sound like a lot better in my opinion, rather than just a hi-hat that's just got one kind of steady straight volume of it on it. So yeah, so let's give it a go. Let's fire back in. Right, so we're going to do an extra kick here as well, just to make it a little bit more juicy. start with a new one. This time we're going to make this, so I want a drop coming in at the end of this sample to just to basically lead us. So this is going to be the intro, and I want something about here just to take us in, so you're letting the listener know this is the intro and we're just about to get into the meat of it. So let's give it a shot. So I want and taking us into the main element of the beat. Let's continue on. Go back to this one. So again, we're going to put this beat back in here as well for the time being. We can make our drums sound a little bit different for what's going to be the main verses of the song, but for the time being, just to give us something to mess about with, we've got our original drums. So I'm going to make this 2 bars long. Add in some effects just to give us something to mess about with the sample. So now I've got that. Quantize to get that snap back a little bit. We can add different parts of the sample to that. So we've got that original idea down, and we can add different elements to it. Stretch this out. So if you're happy with that, what you would then do is you would just say, right, I want to make this the kind of main meat of the beat. and just drag this out. So say that would be the main verse of the beat. This would be your intro. So 4 bars on your intro, and then your main verse would start there. Another thing you could do is you could say to yourself, look, I want to take these drums out, and your intro could start like this. There we have our main verse. Then we will scan a bit further forward. We'll move on to what would be our chorus. And again, on the fly, we can just dive back in and get more drums. So go to desktop, into, where are we here? The drums. Maybe looking for a ride of some sort for the, maybe the tambourine. We have tambourines in already, don't we? So we might not need that, but what we can do is check this one. We've got samples here. Let's see what Kanye's got. One. So we'll go for that. So we're going to come up with a new set of a new drum sound for the chorus. Give that one a go. Okay, when we put this to 2 bars. want to go back, so that's our chorus. If we go back, so we want to say we want this to be the next part that comes over, rather than us doing all that over again. We just come here, we click select, and that was scene 3, so we pop scene 3 back there. So this, the exact same as this, and all we have to do is just make it longer. So say we just stretch that out however long we want the next verse to be, and then all we would do again is go back here, plus, select scene 1, and then we have the next verse, and then you can, if you make this as long as you want. And now we're just going to go in and have a little bit of mess about. Again, I'm going to add extra stuff to this. Just going to show you how we get down with this. A whole bunch of hits, you can get like a little bit of delay in there, and that's just going to give you a little bit extra bounce in it. So let's give that a go. Let's see how that sounds. How much of that delay is going to, so after the initial hit, if I turn this all the way down, like it doesn't have, there's not much of a tail in there with the delay, so it's just adding a wee bit of subtlety to the percussion. Is going to do it for today. So just a little video on how we make a drum kit, save it for future use. Now obviously I've added a whole bunch of extra effects onto this after, so all we would do is just go back up here and save it, and all those different effects that we've added in here. Like we've added extra snares, sub kicks, we've put extra effects on stuff, we've added delay, and yeah, just showing you basically how to start making a beat, like getting into the chorus, into the verses, and just showing you how I go about making a full beat. So yeah, that is going to do it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you enjoyed what you've seen, and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks again. Bye.